Hey sweethearts, it's Amber. This is actually my second video today, but you won't be seeing it until next week. I am currently in a hotel room in Florida, as you can maybe tell from what's behind me. Our topic this week, for week 49, is once you get past the honeymoon stage, I guess things to expect, things you should know, things that change, that sort of stuff. So I think, at least for Stefan and I, at the very beginning of the relationship, there was a lot of, we went out a lot because we didn't live together, and so we tended to go out to see a movie or out to dinner or out to do something. It was very common for us to go out on dates more than we do now, because we're together all the time, so we tend to not make as much time for date time as we used to. So I think that's something, kind of, once you get past the initial honeymoon stage, that we tend to not go on as many things that are named dates because we're together so much. I think also at the beginning, when as you're getting to know each other, there's a lot more storytelling and discovering than there is once you get through that initial stage. There are still times where there are things that I'm like, you never told me that, or things that he'll say, you never told me that. But for the most part, at this point, we know most everything about each other, or kind of the basics of most things. Trying to think of other things post-honeymoon stage. Definitely in the early stages, I think in the bedroom there's a lot of discovery and figuring out and things, and once you get through the honeymoon stage, I think you kind of have to work on not letting the fire die, and we haven't been great about that because our sex drives don't really match up exactly. But I think at the beginning it's going to be more hot and heavy than it will be down the road. That's true for pretty much everybody I know. I think in terms of things to expect or whatever, things are a little less intense now. I think at the beginning they were really, really intense, and so that has kind of settled out into a bit of normalcy. And I was actually having dinner with a friend, and she and I were talking about this, that when you're first dating and you're first getting together, everything's an event, and as you get past that stage, you kind of start getting used to the everyday, to the this is what we do and this is what our life is. So I think part of getting through, or once you are past the honeymoon stage, is getting used to the everyday sort of things, the little squabbles that come along, because I think most people that I know didn't really argue a whole lot during the honeymoon phase, and so after that, that's kind of when people's tempers are a little shorter. They're less inclined to kind of let things go. They may not be as forgiving because they're past a stage where they're trying to make that person like them. So I think once you know the person already likes you, for some people you end up meeting like the real person because they were kind of putting on a front. That has not been the case for Stefan and I, but I've known a couple people who have been in that situation. I think those are all my... Baby, got any post-honeymoon stage thoughts? Alright, well, I think that's all I got. I'll see everybody in about a week. Hope you're having a great week. I'm currently on a boat as you're watching this. But yeah, see everybody next week. Peace.